So this is an interesting understanding of the brain and how it works. And this insight led to a very, very different way in which we actually try to reduce train deaths from trespassing. So we actually understood when we looked at cognitive neuroscience that actually humans have a tendency to underestimate the speed of large objects, right? And this is a tendency of the brain, because the way the brain is, and it's evolved from when we were in the African savannah. That's our brain, and that's how we make decisions. We're basically a hunter-gatherer. We basically have a limited amount of resources. We want to act fast, and that's the way we behave. And at that time, large objects didn't move really fast, right? We didn't have trains at that moment. And that's why in our brain, we can't really process the speed of large objects. So we don't understand how fast they're actually moving towards us. This insight made, and it's by Leibowitz, but this insight made us understand why people were actually, when they were crossing the train tracks, why they actually got killed. And then obviously, how do you design for that, right? So one way would be to say that, you know how we have on our rear view mirror, like objects are closer than they assume. So you basically try to account for that. But the problem is that that's not how the brain works. Even if you tell the brain like, oh, the train is moving then a little faster, it doesn't change the way we actually act in that situation. Because again, that's very awareness driven. So what do we need to do? So we try to find a more non-conscious way to kind of design for this. So what we actually did was, see, you see those yellow lines on the tracks? So what we did is that we just gave the brain another reference point to understand speed. So if the train passes, you see that the yellow lines disappearing faster, and it'll give you another reference for that speed, right? So we didn't do anything awareness. We didn't say the trains are moving faster than you think. We just gave it this reference. And when you look at this, you'll be like, I don't even know what this is. But the brain is just like processing all the information. It's just that it brings it to the fore when it actually has to make it meaningful.